There are sort of three sets of things that have to do with invention in writing. And one is, and I think that's the commonest view in professional writing, and that is rhetorical invention, which has a history that goes back to ancient Greece and is connected to audience and purpose. That is, how do you do the work of the world with writing? Another set of inventive practices, the theme of this particular course had to do with using hand arts to invoke and evoke that kind of childhood playfulness, the use of the body, all those things that go with the pleasure of making things. Okay, so if rhetorical invention is doing things, that part of invention is making things for the pleasure of it. And then there's a sort of a third element that's important to me, and that has to do with a more traditional view of invention in fine arts. That is visual arts, literary arts, less so music. The students in the class tend to sort of lead with one of those ways of inventing. And so I would say in this class the purpose was to pull all those together by doing a series of daily experiments where we would see what people led with and then how you can develop those other methods of invention. Because our students are going to go out and be community leaders in invention. I mean, that's what professional writers do, not only make things on paper themselves, but serve in organizations and communities as people who sort of set the tone for invention, who bring people together around a document and make things that haven't been made before. So I want them to be able to represent themselves in that way. In the current job environment, our students who are very competent and very able have pretty good luck finding entry-level jobs. The real question is what's going to happen in the next year, the year after that. And I see this course as developing those capacities, which are certainly developed in other classes, but sort of explicitly developing those capacities that will let them move up. Because part of the question around professional writing is, what's the career ladder? You have to make your own career ladder. And so I see this as a way of explicitly thinking about making a career ladder. It's fun. I mean, it's fun for me, and it's fun for the students. It's sometimes anxiety producing, because I don't give as much direction, perhaps, as they're accustomed to having. But I think that there's a lot of pleasure to be had from the course, and I certainly get a lot of pleasure from looking at the different work, from reading work that does not look all the same, and yet is sort of equally wonderful.